Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, I am Jenna. I'm a certified hypnotist. I am an empowerment coach and a past life regressionist. And I wanted to talk today about organized religion. So if you saw my first couple of videos I posted on this channel over a year ago, then you know I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. I have since healed from a number of traumatic experiences that I went through. It's not just Jehovah's Witnesses or just extreme religions that cause this trauma within us, that cause the pain, that cause us to feel like we're not good enough, like we are inherently evil. But I'm seeing a lot of effects that growing up in any organized religion and how it really does hold you back in life. It takes a lot of your power from you and gives it to all of these outside forces. So, first off, no religion is worse than another. As far as I'm concerned, they're all not great. They have beautiful components to them, but there is also a ton of fear, a ton of judgment. I don't know how else to say it, but untruths, lies. Um, there is also a tremendous amount of truth, but they don't have all of the working parts, all of the information in just one text. So what I'm referring to is the Book of Enoch, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, and I'm just talking about Christianity here. All of these books that are missing from the Bible, the divine feminine component that is extremely important and has so much wisdom and so much knowledge for us to gain through reading them, but the Bible left it out. And unfortunately, I'm most familiar with Christianity because that's what I grew up in. But looking back now, I don't even feel like it should be considered Christianity. It's a lot of indoctrination and being told we are loving, we are kind, we are warm, we want to help. But the actions say something different. So from my experience, what made me love that organization in the beginning was the component of love, of compassion, of kindness. And that's what I think most people are drawn to when it comes to any religion, is that beauty aspect of it, the oneness of it. But something shifts and something changes along the lines, and it very much becomes you are bad, right and wrong, good, bad, black, white, good, evil. And while there is duality, there is a big gray area that we have to acknowledge. Everything is not black and white. I worked with quite a few women who have come from religious backgrounds and felt so much shame within themselves for their desires, for following their hearts, for really who they truly were. And some of them shut it down, who they truly were, for so long that it takes a long time and peeling off those layers of that kind of onion to even find their true self again. So I'm seeing it not just in one group, but in many groups of religions, that people feel that they are not good enough, that being beautiful is a negative thing, that having money or even wanting to have money means you're bad, means you're evil. And it couldn't be further from the truth. My older daughter, Naya, her first 4 years were raised in that organization, the Jehovah's Witness organization. And sorry, if you hear the background music, it's the baby's little lullaby playing. So I don't know if you can hear that, but if you can, that's what it is. It's for the baby. But my older daughter Naya, so when she was basically born into it because of me. And I look at the first 4 years of her life and how, as she got into like I would say 2.5, 3 year old mark, she started really misbehaving, not listening, acting out. Um, a part of that I do see and I recognize and I acknowledge it. It's definitely from, divorced parents and going back and forth. But I'm going to share something about myself that maybe I shouldn't share, but you know what? I truly believe that when we do open up, when we do share, it's healing because you don't know who else is feeling this way. And I know for me, it took me a while to even be able to acknowledge that within myself. But I put a lot of pressure on her, a lot of pressure on her, because there was so much pressure on me to be a certain way, to be a good Jehovah's Witness, to maintain this reputation, this image of being perfect, which is not realistic. It's not even relatable. Duh, the baby said. But I put so much pressure on her. And I see it so clearly now after doing so much work and looking at parts of myself that, believe me, I did not want to look at because it was very uncomfortable and sort of horrifying to acknowledge. But it's also so freeing when you do. It's so worth it. But I wasn't allowing her to be herself. I certainly wasn't allowed to be myself. I had to be the way that I thought God wanted me to be. She is a very lively, outgoing, energetic child. And I wanted her to sit down and be quiet and listen to the man giving the talk and don't talk. And basically, don't be a kid, right? So don't be yourself. Don't be a kid. Don't be age appropriate. Just be like the other little Jehovah's Witness kids. And it didn't work for her. And it certainly didn't work for me. But I realized how much I put on her. And she felt that. She felt that I didn't like her. And I could see that. And I used to make jokes like, oh, she wants to hang out with everyone but me, like little Miss Social Butterfly over here. But I can see very clearly now that the reason that she didn't really want to be around me, she wanted to always be with other people and playing with other people, was because she didn't feel accepted by me. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but I really was comparing her to all of the other children. And I was not allowing her to be her. And I've had a conversation with her since. She is a very mature, almost 11-year-old. And she confirmed what I felt, and I was able to apologize to her, which I feel is a beautiful component to being a mother or being a parent in general. We are able to apologize to our kids, to acknowledge our wrongdoings, to show them that we are human. And what I got back was such beautiful feedback, but she thought that I was this perfect person, this perfect woman, perfect mother. She put me on such a pedestal. And I realized that it's because of the expectations I had on her and the expectations I put on myself, which weren't even really mine. They were the organizations or the churches or organized religions' expectations. And in doing this work, in looking at these parts of myself that have come up in hypnosis, that have come up in inner child work. So in editing this video, I realized that a portion of it just stopped recording. And the point that I just wanted to make is that nobody is perfect. And I had to show her that I was human, not perfect, not on this high pedestal. And
not only did I have to look at aspects of myself that needed to be healed, but I also needed to reconnect with her. That connection was gone. That bond was gone. As much as I didn't want to admit that, it was. And that's why the behaviors were showing up, because we were no longer connected, and through my own fault. So in this journey of reconnecting, I remember a distinct moment where I had to put all of my fear of slime to the side. You know, slime, that sticky, gooey stuff that sticks to everything and potentially ruins the furniture or what have you, carpets, all that good stuff. So she wanted to make slime. And I remember this moment where we came home, we sat down at the table, and we made slime together. And there's a picture I have somewhere in the house of our slime high five. So my hand was all slime, her hand was all slime, and we did this slime high five, and you could see all the slime in between our hands. But in that moment, I could distinctly feel this reconnection between her and I. And although no relationship is perfect, I have to say that I really do have a beautiful relationship with her ever since. And I owe it all to that reconnection as well as that inner work that I did on my own time. So if you need help letting go of the judgment, letting go of that feeling that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy, that you are not deserving in any way, shape, or form, I am here for you. You can go straight to my website, healingwithjenna.com, and let me know how I can be of service to you. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.